Okay, so welcome back to Metal Wolf Chaos. What are we doing here? We're going from the very beginning of the game and seeing how quickly we can get the Gatling guns in this. We want the MG200s and the MG200 STs if possible. So what we're going to need to do is, this is for part of an achievement as well when the game comes out. You're going to need to get through a level in 30 seconds. That is going to be possible with the MG200s, I think. I'm planning all of this as I go, but basically the MG200s are ridiculously powerful Gatling guns that can shoot through anything. And if you have multiple of them, then it tends to be a complete cakewalk. So what we're going to do here is just blow up everything on the lawn and make them regret trying to kick me out of the country here. We've also got all these helicopters in midair that we can get points from. Basically anything that you can shoot in this game, more or less, will give you points. Apart from, I think, little bits of scenery. But the rest of it can give you points that will then be added to your final score. So what you want to do is try and go through the levels as quickly as possible and get as many combos as possible with different vehicles and different weapons. If we had two bazookas here, we'd be able to take these helicopters down in one shot with both weapons each. But because we can't do that, we're going to have to instead combo these transports and the guys inside them.
The enemy are just lowly foot soldiers.
And then away we go.
Even if they aim at you and fire, they're no match for your special heavy mobile armor.
So what we'll do is we'll head inside in a moment. We're just still getting a couple of these outside just to make sure here. And I think we're good after that one. Nope, apparently not. That one helicopter does not want to go down in 2 hits. There we go. So you don't want to stick around. So we'll use the speedrunner approach here that I saw from Games Done Quick. You do not want to touch the ground.
Get going before the enemy chases after you. Proceed ahead while
Basically, when it comes down to movement in this game, you do not want to touch the ground because it's just so much slower than boosting. And ground boosting is terrible as well, so we're going to be controlling our boost here and trying to just jump as much as possible until the end of the level.
Now let's hurry. The aircraft hangar is behind the barrier. I'll open the barrier now.
Now in here it'll encourage us to use the backpacks, so
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President. The barrier has been opened.
with you destroying the or using the backpack early and destroying those bridges, it'll actually allow you to skip into the area where Force One is, and then that will allow you to just hold out. All you have to do is hold out against these enemies until Force One is ready, and make sure that it doesn't get destroyed.
Please be careful.
So what we do here, take out the transports, take out the guys, and then we should be good. There are a couple of other guys that will appear from the side here on occasion. Just make sure that they're not attacking you, and then just lay waste to everybody else. And we should be good. You'll have the occasional truck that comes back to try and replace the other one. Just take that out, it should be fine. I'm trying to find out where this other door is, because there are troops that come out here. I'm just trying to remember where they come from. All these guys are trying to stop you from taking off in your plane. But they really can't do anything. I think we're almost done here. All we're doing is waiting for the table to rotate, and then we should be able to get out of there. We'll finish them off and then we'll get going, and we should get a load more points for that. There we go. Let's make our getaway. So that's just the intro. That wasn't exactly the quickest ever. We got a B rank, but we got a decent amount of presidential points for that, which is what we need to purchase stuff later on.
Yes, Mr. President.
So we'll skip the briefing here.
Current apparently a
Now what we're going to do is, that was the White House, we're going to go to San Francisco, and before going to San Francisco properly, what we're going to do is we're going to invest in some weapons here. We want to go to the M4A1, and then go to the left of it and invest here to get the MP7, and then we're going to try and get more this level to destroy everything really easily. Like now we've got the MP7 unlocked. We just need to work our way down through the MP7's list of weapon upgrades, and we should eventually find the MG200. Here we go. So yeah, the assault rifles, when you upgrade those, you'll get some basic assault rifle upgrades that will not do too much damage. The stuff that does the most overall firepower are the Gatling guns. You can easily just chew through like 1,500 rounds, but you'll get through a level with that really easily.
POWs are being transported in that cage. Destroy the cage with light firearms and rescue
Also,
the
what
people
we'll do is
inside.
we'll help the POWs as well, because there's achievements for helping POWs in the game, but it'll also get us some extra points.
Way to go, Mr. President. Now the POW can be safely liberated. The enemy forces have even captured San Francisco's cable cars. We can't let them get away.
You also
with
get
this great American city.
an achievement for squishing, I think it's 1,000 troops. That's going to be fun to do.
The yellow icons on your radar are designated targets in each area.
Here we go.
Destroy each target and blow the
So
area to
these
oblivion.
towers,
Reinforcements come
they
from
have
each
a
area.
lot of
When there are too many reinforcements,
armor on them, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the Stomp here to get rid of them, and the bazooka.
by retreating.
Roughly 2 to 3 stomps and a bazooka round should do it.
Mr. President, the target area has been
And then of
destroyed.
course one
This has
one
been a
really good
momentous
stomp
first job.
on the back should do the vehicles there. Like I said, because we move around on foot at a really slow pace, and because I just missed something there, what we'll do is we'll go over here and try and make sure we finish these guys off. There we go, because the more we kill, the more points we get.
A timed self-destruct device is attached to the cage. The time limit self-destruct device has been activated. Hurry and destroy it. A musician was among the POWs you rescued.
For the
He was forced to play the Chinese air who. The POWs have been safely freed.
that line always gets me, that one. He was forced to play the Chinese erhu. With this, you get an achievement for saving 5 musicians. Those are really easy to find. You can find about, I think, all 5 of them before you get past the 3rd mission. So we're gonna be pretty set really early in the game for getting a lot of good stuff.
Coming in swarms. Shotguns with a wide firing area or machine guns with a high rapid fire rate are effective here. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like. The target with the spinning antenna is the enemy's communications facility. From this facility, when communications are made, large numbers of reinforcements join the battle. It's really a new.
You'll also get a achievement for using the backpack or the blaze move as against a mini boss. So save that for mini bosses, and you should be good.
You succeeded in saving the POWs.
There we go. So we're up to the Abrams here. I think we get an achievement, if I remember rightly, for smashing a tank with our feet, so we'll just do it anyway. And then we'll save these other POWs here, because all of this is counting towards your score. So It's better not to miss out on any potential points. Well, the way Jody's just encouraging me here. He's just constantly just like, don't forget, you can just kill everybody with all these weapons that you have at your disposal. It's like, thanks. So here we go. We are absolutely blitzing through everything here. Like I've said many times on stream for this, all these areas around the buildings, they all have fire escapes, and those fire escapes are just full of troops. Make sure you massacre them. Don't leave anybody standing. Oh! The timer bomb's about to go off, so it's always best using the M4A1 on him. There's another one over here.
Mr. President,
If we can get those...
rescue failed.
Sometimes the rescue will fail, but those ones are hard to get when they're both together like that. The only way I could have done that is by having the backpack open already and then just run in and just shoot everything.
One after the other.
Right, let's take out all these remaining towers and things. So at the moment we're looking at 11 minutes and we're getting a decent score here. We've already got the MP7 to start us off. Now it's going to be a case of racking up the score in this level. It's all a case of how much you can get. And then obviously there's some pickups which will give you extra points or money. Let's move along here. There are occasionally people on the catwalks that aren't in the main street where you meet the Abrams. Might as well just destroy all of them. There we go. That's a bit better. We got a tank and we got a load of machine guns here. We also get points based on what weapons we use as well. So later on you'll see a lot of solid ammo that is used for the Gatlings. So there are some more POWs around the centre of the map. We're going to get them, and then we'll go and finish off the other two areas, I think it is. Just very quickly. There's some other POWs. I think this is the second musician. Okay, I'm wrong there. Thought it was the second musician. It might have been a bit too early to be called there. Like, I honestly thought he was there, but clearly not. Let's just carry on. We got all these guys to massacre here. Now, there are achievements for killing so many enemies with different weapons and things in the full game that is going to be released, the HD one. That kind of stuff I think it's going to keep track of achievement-wise. I wish I'd saved the backpack till the very end here, but I think I've actually gone past something over here. To close this level out nicely without having to go back through anything, it's always good just checking on the map. Just to make sure you've got everything. Clearly I didn't. There we go.
One area remaining. Show them the true heart of America.
So the final area is the area that houses the China building. To get that down as quickly as possible, what we're going to do is use the backpack on it. which will drop the frame rate on the original Xbox version a little
The
bit.
enemy forces have usurped the building, making it a target. The building was opened 2 years ago on April 25th. It's named the House on Dingtai China building.
There we go, there's the frame rate.
Business decorated
Or
with
rather, there went the
gorgeous
frame rate.
lights. Their Christmas trees topped them all. Over 800,000 people came to see it last December. For such a long time, I've been wondering
Trying to make sure we get rid of all these outer pieces of armor here.
would look if it were destroyed. I feel bad for the owner, but hey, let's smash the hell out of it.
Nope, camera's a bit funny there because I was going through a bit of geometry, but once we've got rid of all of this crap off the outside of the building, then we can continue, and then it's just versus the boss. There we go, we're slowly getting rid of all this stuff. Let's try speeding things up a little bit.
Now that's what I expect from a U.S. president. Nice thinking on your feet.
So now we're versus the Dorsey. This is the boss of the area. This is just a giant tank.
He's had too much junk food.
I just noticed some POWs there.
Kids some too. Make junk
get him out.
food out of him, Mr. President.
The Dorsey is a giant tank with a beam cannon on the top of it. The best thing you can do is just stay as close to it as possible and just keep hitting it, keep jumping on it, keep avoiding its laser, keep making sure that you shoot all of its missiles down because they will really not be nice when they stagger you and then lure you into a beam attack. He will not like it if you get in behind him and just keep smashing him in the face with your feet. Just stomp all over him until he's dead. If you want to make the fight a lot quicker as well, you can always use the backpack instead of using it on the building, provided you've got like a decent weapon for the building.
Your work is done, Mr. President.
So we're taking him out here, we're almost done. We've got like 30 bazooka rounds left or something.
That boy is ready for the scrap heap.
You can see how slow we move as well when we're on foot. There we go. That should be it. That should be the level done. That was an easy way of beating the boss, and hopefully the score won't be too bad. There we go, B rank. And we got some decent amount of presidential points there, which we can put towards the guns.
Mr. President, the information management.
Looking at 18 minutes at the moment.
Connect me.
We've been
So we're just skipping through everything here.
on the prison island.
Right, so next off we got the Alcatraz cannon. This will get us some decent points if we can do it in a decent time. What we're going to do is we're going to invest again in the MP7. Just trying to find it here. There we go. So as we slowly invest here, we're going to get way more weapons that we can use. I'm going to invest again, and then we should be able to then manufacture some stuff. Let's have a look. Okay, so at the moment we're down to the M134. I'm not quite sure what these are like, so we're going to take some out for a spin. These are probably the cheaper versions of the MG200, which we get after these. So we'll just see how these do. Right, away we go.
Enemy forces.
So we're incredibly close at the
A
moment.
gun battery that big should take 5 minutes to recharge. Until then, head for the Alcatraz cannon in the center of the island. Forget him and keep
The DNN helicopter there.
President.
He has an actual achievement or a trophy
set.
that is linked to him where you have to shoot him down 10 times in one mission, I think it is, or something. Excuse me. It's a really weird trophy. Let's just get rid... I think that is a musician again, yeah.
He was forced to perform to entertain the
So that's
troops.
2 already. And then we're going to again try and rack up the score here. There's a bunch of helicopters, one of which I think we can actually get with a stomp round here. Now, because we've got the Gatling guns as well, we can take those back through the first level, and that should help out a lot. They also down everything else super fast. As long as we're not stepping on landmines here and whatever, we're good. They're not exactly the most amazing thing because they have to reload eventually. The other ones don't have to reload as much. But yeah, this is going okay at the moment.
Is blocking the road. Uh-oh, the armor looks tough as nails. Pound it.
We'll use the backpack here just to get through this fast.
The U.S. military is being decimated platoon after platoon.
What I wouldn't give for a fly swatter for this buzzing insect. The defense strength is high against live ammunition.
So we're just slowly massacring everything here. The miniguns or the Gatling guns will also help us shoot down enemy rockets as well, so that's not too bad. And they also help us get the gauge for the backpack up pretty fast. Now the thing is, the auto aim is aiming at the other tower at the same time, so I'm just trying to use them here to take out this one. We can also take out that,
Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued.
which will help,
They were
because we
probably
need
used to
the
make
the
Alcatraz
scientists for
cannon.
later. Come on. We're just slowly getting through these. It'd be better if we used bazookas or whatever, or just got the MG200s, but... Is that a DNN helicopter? I think it might be. We'll shoot him down at some other point. Everything round here seems to be, apart from this, seems to be barracks. But they're still going down really easy now. As you can see, we've still got lots of ammo here. We've got like 400 rounds, so we'll just sit here and just massacre everybody. And also take out the choppers, because we're going to need to take those out. There's another chopper down. There we go. So that was pretty decent. Now it's just a case of getting to the main door and taking that out. We still got all the ammo that we would normally use.
Mr. President,
So by the time we've ran out here, we should be able to just get in and massacre everything.
don't forget, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, Mr. President. All the target areas have been destroyed. All that's left to do is put a stop to the Alcatraz cannon.
Oh no! The final four.
Okay, here we go.
The energy tanks in the surround.
So we're just gonna wreck everything here if we can. And then we'll use the rest of the ammo that we've got here on the cyborgs and also on the Alcatraz cannon, because we need to get rid of it as quickly as possible before the mission ends. Because we don't want to get a failure on this, not now. Should be done that. There we go, so that was that done. We got new weapons, I think, there. 24 minutes.
By the way, Joe.
Sure, Mr. On the prison island.
It all comes down to just being able to develop stuff as fast as possible. So we can go to develop here, go to investment, and then if we go to the MP7, we can invest in them again. I think we're in luck. There we go. So we can't manufacture any at the moment, I don't think, but we've got them within about half an hour. Now if we do the next mission, we should be able to get 2 of them on top of the M134s we've got. That should be enough firepower for the beginning of the game.
All over town. Clean up the bombs while destroying the radar jamming station. That's a radar jamming station. If you destroy it, the bombs will surely show up on radar.
There we go, that's the jamming, well, not the jamming tower, that's the extra tower next to the jamming station done. Here's the jamming tower. This thing goes down really fast.
Oh, Lord! The National Guard troops have been defeated. Metal Wolf has...
Mr. President, that... Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were used to develop new weapons for the military.
If you can't get these bombs over here, it's best just taking them out with the sniper rifle. It's a little bit safer. And then we're back to the Gatling guns again. Try and... Oh, there we go. That would have got us an achievement there. That achievement is for stomping on a helicopter. So, by the 3rd level, there's another achievement or a trophy for you there. In this level, though, you do not want to get hit by these bomb trucks. So just blowing up one is enough. The only problem is if you're too close, it'll damage the... It'll damage the crisis suit, so you really don't want to get too close to them when you're defusing them. There's another defuse.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued. I wonder if the vice president wants
That's the
to go
3rd
as far as
musician
to
that we've
perform
got.
music in America.
So far, we're getting quite a lot of what we need achievement-wise here. We'll just take out everything though. It's totally fine, you know.
What now? Not again! A battalion of troops has been defeated.
Oh, put a sock in it.
What we'll do is we'll go this way instead, and try and avoid these vehicles. I just seen that one then. I think that's that one gone. Sometimes when they disappear off screen, it takes a little while. Now, the thing is, I don't know whether there's a jamming tower around here. I think there might be. It's going to be annoying if I'm trying to avoid those vehicles from before. And that's nasty because there was a bunch of prisoners of war there right next to a set of bombs. Do not want to mess around when the next to bombs like that. I think this is another bomb truck. I know that those are bombs there. We've already seen them before, so we'll defuse them now. There we go. This one is... I believe that one's another prisoner of war truck? Yeah.
Metal Wolf has infiltrated the garden of a big mansion. The home of international superstar Money Money Gold. What business does Metal Wolf have with a $3.2 billion man?
I've actually
Maybe he's
lost
going to take
where
a
those
walk.
prisoners of war were there.
Man, he's
That's not good.
destroying the mansion. Add destruction of personal property to the breaking and entering charges. The U.S. Constitution is downright powerless against Metal Wolf's evil.
We still got like 600 rounds for both of these Gatling guns here.
Position has been destroyed.
They're actually
My
pretty
fellow
good at the
Americans,
beginning.
Support our troops with all your hearts.
Don't worry about his yammering
come on.
commentary.
Trying to find out where the chopper was there, but instead I'm gonna have to worry about this vehicle on the other side of this wall that's got a bomb in it. There it is. Oop. Just checking around it. Oh, that's what that other one was. Ooh. Nope. Hate those bomb vehicles. They're just really annoying. Shoot down that chopper. Now we can march over here and get this other vehicle. And then we should just be able to march all the way to the back and win.
Liberate the town.
There's another radar jamming station, so let's get rid of it. I'm just like constantly using my feet here and just getting stuck in. I've still got like 100 rounds for each weapon as well. That's pretty good. That's another musician, I think, by the sounds of it. Which means we only got one more for another achievement. Because I've run out of ammo finally with the M134s, it means that now I've got to resort to the bazooka for taking out everything. There we go, we're good. Don't know whether there was another bomb over here or not. Doesn't look like it, even though it says there's one on the radar. Maybe it's behind these. Yeah, it's behind the stairs. That's going to cause some damage to the crisis suit. Unless I get everybody else that was in the background there. Okay, they didn't stand a chance. Let's move on here.
The defense strength is high against live ammunition.
Come on. I love the way they're on about defending themselves against me here, and I'm just busy wrecking everything. Yeah, the MG200s in this game are a lot like the MG2000s in the first Armored Core game. In fact, I actually think it's a reference to that, because they're just ridiculously fast at firing, and they massacre everything pretty easily. And the final upgrade that they have just goes through armor as if it's nothing. So I'm more or less convinced that by this point that it's a reference. Considering they have the Moonlight in this game as well. The Moonlight's a special weapon that is normally in all of FromSoft's games, but they didn't put it in Sekiro. They've got it in almost everything else. Normally it's a blue sword. most FromSoft fans nowadays will either remember it from Armored Core or Dark Souls. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get as much damage as I can on everything here so that it's really easy to get rid of everything.
How do you like me now?
The auto aim does help to some degree with being able to destroy certain things when you've got the backpack. Oop, there we go. And we're almost done. As long as I don't destroy myself here in the process, we're good.
Middle Wolf.
So that wasn't such a good rank there, but we did get through it. We're at 35 minutes now.
Any word from the...
Let's see if we can make anything here.
The enemy forces. Good luck and go.
Okay, so if we go to develop, and go to investment, or even manufacture, just manufacture and go to the MP7 and go down here, we should. We can't build 2 of them yet, but we can build 1 of them by this point in the game, so we can show you if I equip here and go to the pistol and instead replace it with the MG200 here. What we'll do is we'll go to the White House again and I'll show you the difference.
Good luck.
So we should have the MG200 at the beginning.
My special ops suit, Jody.
If I hadn't have bought those other 2 weapons, I would have been fine, but I needed those to get through the other areas. So,
Really scary, Mr. President.
as you can see, this thing is just chewing up everything in its path.
The underground base.
It's definitely worth the investment early on, and it's upgraded the ST. The MG200 ST is really good as well, just for getting rid of tons of units. This will be one for everybody to mess around with in terms of developing all the weapons and seeing what you actually like, but I really, really love this thing. It only has to reload a little bit, it just chews through enemies, and it leaves nothing in its wake. Its rate of fire and its damage are a lot better than the M134. But the M134 is still a decent weapon to use, like, early on. Like, look at this, we're getting combo after combo here, and we're not even trying. Like, if I go back to the 134s, because I've still got these, I can use these to take out anybody else. The slower rate of fire kind of sucks now, but they still do the damage. If we take these and go to the underground hangar here, this is where it starts getting real fun.
Mr. President, the Eagle Star is beyond here. Get going before the enemy chases after you. Proceed ahead while destroying anything that stands in your way. Switching over your weapons, depending on the situation, is the main key to fighting. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like.
So what you could do with this is, instead of doing what I've done here and invested in the Gatling guns, you could invest in the assault rifles instead and get twin M4A1s. That would help early on as well. Not too much, but it would it'd do a decent amount. It might take a little bit longer, but it won't be too bad. Here we go, we are just massacring all these troops. And this is basically the end of the level anyway, so... We've almost
Keep you waiting, Mr. President.
got out of here alive.
The barrier has been opened. Air Force One's launch preparations will be complete soon. Well, looky here. More guests. Well, I guess they won't be voting.
So now we
for
can
you
have a
next
laugh at the
term.
welcome party here and
Mr.
just
President,
mow them all
the
down.
Navy is taking aim at Air Force One. Please be careful.
Oh, let's go get this over here. The enemies have to completely clear that, or at least I thought they did. Apparently not. Air Force One should be ready to go pretty soon. Just needs to rotate. And we can switch back to the MG200 here and just rip everything apart with the last 700 rounds we've got left. Here we go, finish that off, and boom, away we go. There's some more points for us to enjoy later on. So there's some more points that we can then stack up onto the onto the other weapons that we need. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!